Hi, it's Laura with Just Muscles here in our winter wonderland up on Mount Hood. Just got home from an awesome day of snowboarding. And what I noticed was when I snowboarded and really thought about my body position, I was using my hip flexors. So I just blogged about a quick hip flexor test on how to test if your hip flexors are working. Turns out there are 5, you can't see I'm holding up 5 fingers with my glove. 5 hip flexors that can potentially pick your leg up off the ground. One is your quad, one is your sartorius that runs around the inside to the top of the hip, and one is your tensor fascia lata, which sits on the IT band that your glute comes over and attaches to. The other 2 hip flexors are in your hip themselves. The illiacus lines the inside of the hip bone, and your psoas, which starts at your 12th thoracic vertebrae, hits lumbar 1, lumbar 2, lumbar 3, lumbar 4, and comes down and attaches to the front of the inside of the femur. Those 2 are in your hip. That's your hip picking your leg up off the ground. And if the other 3 work, your quad, your TFL, or your sartorius, that's your leg picking your leg up off the ground. So here's how to test if it's your leg picking your leg up off the ground or your hip picking your leg up off the ground. All you're going to do is put your foot up on something that gets your knee a little bit higher than your hip. In this case, I'm using a snowy deck with a fantastic hula snow girl here. And you're just going to pick this leg up and see if it can happen. The other day I had a client who developed some low back pain, and we discovered that when we put her foot higher than her hip, it was very difficult for her to pick up her leg up off the step. So then we discovered these hip muscles, the illiacus and the psoas, were not working, and that's what we needed to work on. So that's your quick fitness tip for today. This is Laura Coleman with Just Muscles, and